shouldn't shut down the government over a dispute, and you want to shut it down. You keep talking about
it. The last time, Chuck, you shut it down.
No.
And then you opened it up very quickly. And
20 times.
I don't want to do what you did.
20 times
Chuck,
you have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my wool. None of us have said.
You want to know something?
You've said it.
Okay, you want to put that on my...
You've said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And I am proud, and I'll tell you what,
disagree.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. The last time you shut it down, it didn't work. I will take the mantle of shutting down. And I'm going to shut it down for border
But we
security.
believe you shouldn't shut it down.
Thank you very much, everybody.
The pain from the government shutdown is growing now well into its fourth week. SNAP benefits for more than 40 million Americans could run out on November 1st. At least one expert is predicting this could potentially trigger the greatest hunger catastrophe in the U.S. since the Great Depression. Here's ABC's Alex Prochet.
Tonight, with the government shutdown well into its fourth week, millions of Americans are bracing for an even bigger strain. On Friday, more than 500,000 federal workers missed their first full paycheck. Another 700,000 plus are set to join them this week. And starting next weekend, federal SNAP food assistance benefits for some 40 million Americans will run out. The USDA website now with this stark warning. Bottom line, the well has run dry. At this time, there will be no benefits issued November 1st. The message blaming the shutdown on Senate Democrats. Democratic leadership pushing back.
We've maintained from the very beginning and continue to maintain we will sit down anytime, any place with anyone.
For now, millions of Americans are preparing for the worst. Food banks inundated.
We're trying to stock up before something happens.
Air traffic controllers calling out sick and taking second jobs, leading to staffing shortages at major airports in Washington, D.C., Chicago, and Newark. LAX temporarily issuing a ground stop. And Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent today warning that funds to pay the military will soon run out.
We managed to find the money in the middle of October to pay our brave service members, and I think we'll be able to do it on November 1st, but we're going to be out of money on November 15th. And, for a military not to get paid is a disgrace.
Lindsay, a vote to fund the government has failed in the Senate 12 times now, and the House is scheduled to be on recess for what would be its fifth consecutive week. And through it all, this Congress still gets paid.